Hello there, and welcome back to Mega Man X5. In the last video, we not only finished off the first 4 Mavericks, but we also failed with the Enigma machine and then succeeded with the shuttle. I'm surprised it only took 2 tries to get the shuttle to work, but alright, so. I'm trying to think what items we don't have from the first few stages. We can get the Heart Tank in Crescent Grizzly stage now, and the Heart Tank in Shining Firefly stage, and the Heart Tank in Tidal Whales stage. The first 2 are really quick. Tidal Whale will take a while, so we'll come back to that one. So I'll go ahead and go to Crescent Grizzly first. We can show off the Falcon armor. So like I said earlier, and like Light said, Dr. Light, the charge shot is different. Instead of being the plasma shot, it just pierces straight through enemies. It's pretty good. It's small hitbox, but high damage, and the piercing is really useful. Up, up, and away. I guess that's because I got the Falcon armor and used it. But it can't charge special weapons. The smaller hitbox means you can't... Oh, it was damaging, it just didn't make a noise. That means you can't go down there, crouch, and hit it like I was the first time. You need to do like this. And the main feature of the Falcon armor is it doesn't let you air dash, but instead, pressing the jump button in midair makes you fly. Only for a few seconds, but you do fly freely in that time. It's really useful. As you saw there, it's easy to miss the charge shot. Can I? No, okay. This item I'm about to get there's multiple ways to get it, and like Light said, you're invincible while flying, and you damage enemies on contact. Okay, so what you want to do here to get this item is not that. Not that. I feel like every time I die while trying to show something, it's always comedically timed. Okay, so don't wall jump from close to the spikes. Do this. Oh, I almost didn't make it. You can get the Heart Tank like that. You're not going to get it and get back in time, but it's not like losing a life matters much. Unfortunately, just like in X4, you can't just loop around on the pause menu. You have to go all the way down to exit stage. A little annoying. Alright, now we're going to Shining Fireflies. And now because the Sigma stage is open, like the other games, it'll always default to it. So be careful not to select it when you don't mean to. Oof. Enough damage to just break it in one go. But so here, do exactly that. Oh, why didn't I hit stage select? I'm stupid. Alright. That little door, by the way, is the exit thing. It's not necessarily obvious that that's what that is. I don't really need to save, but sure. Alright, now, the next one in the weakness order is Dark Necrobat. He's weak to Shining Firefly's weapon. And I'm going to keep with Falcon armor. Not only because I really like it, but also because it is particularly effective against him. By the way, Dark Necrobat, his original Japanese name is still Dark Necrobat, I believe. It's just that Dark Dizzy was his Guns and Reploid's name. Sorry, I was just kind of jamming to the music. It's really good music. At first sight, it may seem to be a plain planetarium, but in truth, it is also a space laboratory. Fuel tank for the shuttle is here, but we don't need it anymore. Your activities are up to you, but if you don't feel it's worthwhile, then you should move on. Yeah, it is nice that they tell you that it's optional. Yeah, there's the gravity is lower here, because we're in open space right now. Think of a Maverick reading at the constellation. Watch out. Flying is a good way to avoid hitting the viruses. But so once the screen gets dark like that, that means that occasionally bats will show up with spikes, and those are insta-kill spikes, so be careful and be ready for that. And because of that, I recommend moving quickly. It might actually be based on how far you get, I'm not certain. I guess you need to get on the lift. It is unstable, but there is no other way. I mean, I can fly, but she's still, like, kind of right. But so, I recommend taking kind of a particular path here. I don't know why I'm reading. I had said that I would skip them all, and I do intend to skip them. Just on screen long enough that you can read it if you want to. It takes a weird path, backtracks there, and then stay summon. Pretty sure the spikes are insta-kill, but usually you get hit by the bats, so it doesn't matter too much. But you can use the fly. You can fly here to avoid taking too much damage, and you can do this. Fall off right there and just go straight. You have enough flights to make it to the end here. Don't forget to do that sub-tank. And then you're already on the second half of the stage, which I mentioned this in X4, that this part of this stage reminds me of the second half of Cyber Peacock's stage. Gravity reverse device. Yeah, that's actually useful information. When you touch it, gravity will reverse. Which I realize makes more sense than I initially thought it did, because we're on like a space station. And then what I recommend doing here is switching twice. You'll see why in a sec. And it is specifically to get this. I recommend taking a hit. I recommend taking a hit so that you can go up there without worrying about hitting the spikes, because this is actually fairly difficult to pull off. Because it's very slightly enough space to get up there without hitting the spikes. So it's good to get hit by one of the bats and then immediately go up there. But so if you don't switch once, more than necessary, then it's not set up as well. This is gonna be down here and it's blocked, and you can't get it. But you can just go back and switch here. It's not a big deal. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Oh, and there's even these same balls from... I already forgot the name of the boss again. It's even the same balls from Cyber Peacock stage. Alright, this is, in my opinion, the worst part of this game. It's a weird complaint, but I hate it. You have to time... You have to move this through this space, and there's just enough delay to make it aggravating as hell. I absolutely despise this. If you run out, you gotta kill yourself. Thankfully, there's a checkpoint right here, but it still sucks. Come on. And, like, the hitbox on the rocket or the missile is really big compared to the spaces you have to get it through. It is nearly pixel perfect to actually get it to the end. It is awful. Absolutely awful. Might be exaggerating. Oh, there we go, man. But I really don't like it. This is the program for the head part of the Gaia armor. Analyze and upload the data to your main memory in a secure area. Blah, blah, blah. Once you get all 4, it'll be complete. What? That's so rude. He doesn't explain anything about what the head parts do. Yeah, the Gaia armor is the second set. And, by the way, if I still failed that and ran out entirely, I would do this. And you might be like, why did you do that? And then you have to restart the whole stage. Or at least from the continue point, right? No. Starting in this game, a game over is not different from a death in any way other than the fact that a game over gives you the chance to exit the stage. This is the first game to do this in the series, at least in the X series, I think, period. I don't think Classic Series ever lets you do this. And it's real weird. And I don't know exactly why they did it. I assume just to make it more forgiving. Squeak, I've been waiting for you. Hey, don't you understand what's happening? Squeak, who cares? In situations like this, everybody dies. Not only Mavericks, but also Maverick Hunters. Squeak. God, that's annoying. But just to make sure, I'll kill you myself. Okay. He's weak to the Shining Firefighter's weapon. The guided... What's it called? The Firefly Laser, I assume, is what the F stands for. But I assume they made the continues that generous just to make it less annoying, so you never have to lose progress, which is nice, and I don't mind it. I also don't mind the normal way, but it's weird, and it's never pointed out to you. You just kind of have to figure it out by getting a game over and paying attention. But that's why there aren't parts that reload and say ready again, like in X4. Or if there are, then I'm very inattentive. God, this really is going to use more energy. I'm not going to have enough to kill him. I guess because I wasn't full still. No, I was full. I guess you just don't have enough to kill him with that. That's crazy. It's fine. But, and that's true for all of the remaining games. In X8, you have to pay to get continues. Or you have to pay to get lives, basically. You get retry chips. As long as you have a retry chip, you won't get reset. But no, it's not true in X8. Because in X8, getting a game over just means dying without a retry chip. And that does set you back. Sorry, X5, X6, X7. Game overs are exactly the same as deaths. Aside from having the option to leave, which makes game overs better. So you actually don't want lives. Dark Necrobat. The Life Plus gives you an antivirus guard, which doubles your virus resistance, and Virus Buster, which allows you to attack them, to destroy them. Neither of these are very good. I recommend just taking Life Plus, mostly just for the sake of getting an extra life up. The weapon he gives you is called the Dark Hold. Dark Necrobat had an unusual past. Sigma created him as a Maverick 3 years ago. Although we've found the fuel tank, we don't need the devices for the shuttle anymore. Turn to the Hunter base. Alright, we're making pretty good progress. Also, yeah, once you unlock the Sigma stages, which are called the Zero Virus stages, I believe, in this game, the music is different. Oh, I didn't have anything equipped. I'm stupid. First Shots is terrible. Quick Charge is useful, and Hyper Dash is good. I don't recommend either of these two. Suppose Weapon Energy Saver would have let me kill him with his weakness, but that's fine. The next boss is Spiral Pegasus. Destroy the time bombs. Also, yeah, it gives you a description of the mission in the level. Chase the truck, electric trap, fortress lab infiltration, obliterate the battleship, the space trap, escape the space trap, and destroy the time bombs. One thing that annoys me, for one, Spiral Pegasus, originally called the Skyver. And I'm trying to remember, yeah, his Japanese name is Spiral Pegacion. Pegacion. Odd. I can't believe the Repliforce has been influenced by the Sigma virus. You don't actually need to come here, but there seem to be survivors in this area. Save them and help them escape. This is the other level with injured Reploids. Also, I didn't realize Repliforce still existed. Darn, someone has set the bombs. They are small, but do not underestimate their tire power is what it looked like to me. Destroy them before they detonate. Yes. As soon as they're on screen, they start to count down, and they will explode very quickly. There's not much of a downside to letting them explode. It won't even kill the injured Reploids nearby, but you don't have much time. The Reploids increasing my life count is a bad thing, like I said. What? Oh, okay, there we go. I used the Giga Attack to try to beat it quickly. I didn't realize it doesn't stop the timer. There are bombs above you. Climb up and destroy them. Yeah. It's as long as it's when they become on screen that is the issue, though. Be careful of when you scroll the screen. Shit. Oh, there we go. Nice. You get an achievement for destroying all the bombs without letting them blow up. And usually it's that one that I fail on. So I might actually do that successfully. I don't think I've ever done that. But I don't think it changes anything else to let those explode. Nice, here's the weapon energy tank, which I didn't use at all in X4. I might use it just to show it off. I don't think they're very useful. The fact that your energy refills when you die means it really doesn't matter. That's not the boss shutter. That's like a halfway point, basically. But there's a secret up here that you have like no way of knowing about. But here's the armor part. The arm... God, I can't speak. The body parts program for the Gaia armor. Analyze and upload the data to your main memory. God, I don't need to read that every time. With the body parts equipped, the damage you receive will become less. Right. So descriptive. The Gaia armor is cool too, I promise. Although it's not as good as the Falcon armor, I don't think. Falcon armor is easily my favorite of the armors in this game. I like both armors in X6, though. Well, I like the Gaia armor. It's just not as generally useful as this one. What I recommend doing here is just hopping off and flying up. You have enough flight to make it there, and it's easier than going through the rest of that. Be careful. Spike platforms will appear in the shaft there. Alright, let's see if I can actually do this successfully. That'd be really cool. I often fly up and get hit by that spike platform, specifically. You can just stay on the elevator. Falcon armor is really useful for destroying the bombs because it will tear through enemies and it will one-shot the bombs. Ow. Sorry if I'm being weirdly quiet here. I just kind of ran out of things to say as the game got simpler. But I do really enjoy this game. There's just a ton of kind of annoying things to be aware of. But alright, Spiral Pegasus is the worst boss fight in the game, in my opinion. We'll get to it. Halt! Who are you? Pegasus, you've turned too. You're the one who killed the general. That is true. I'll kill you to avenge his death. That's pretty cool, that his reason for attacking is a personal vendetta, which is kind of true for Voltkraken as well, but, he's not that bad. I was exaggerating. His weapon, his weakness, is the Dark Hold, which makes him immobilized. And and I'm not sure how best to take advantage of it. It only freezes him for a number of seconds, which is not the number there, because those are way faster than seconds. This is probably not the best time to use this. No, it really wasn't. He will often hit you away. When you hear the noise, basically dash left or right and back for that part. And once he does this, you're good. Just do this. Well, he doesn't continue continuously from there on. Oof. He's probably the most annoying fight in the game. Ooh, I'm using a sub-tank. But he's not as bad as I made it sound like at first. I forget that, like, his pattern's okay. Once he's low on health, I'll start doing this whenever he's stationary, and you can just stay underneath him and then shoot him like that. It probably becomes way easier from that point on. There we go. All right. That is Spiral Pegasus down. Once again, I'm just getting lost in the music. Same exact dialogue again. Skip it, skip it, skip it, but be careful not to skip too far. Okay, for Spiral Pegasus, Life Plus will give you Jumper, which increases your jump height by 25%. Yes. Don't get it. Unless you really want the life up. And Speedster, which increases movement speed and horizontal jump distance by 50%. This is the other part you need alongside Hyperdash to get that one Heart Tank with 0. And it is the one in Crescent Grizzly stage. Wing Spiral and W Shredder. Orbiter Wing. I didn't think we'd have to fight against Repliforce again. Most Repliforce members have become Mavericks. It was inevitable, I guess. Are you saying that if you had arrived earlier, the situation might be totally different? Well, there's no sense dwelling on it, because you can't undo what has been done. Damn. Since Repliforce's air wing is heavily damaged, it won't be safe there anymore. Come back to the Hunter base. Is that the only reason to come back? Don't we have things to do? Alright, but we have 4 parts completed, 6 armor parts, 6 of the weapon parts, but those don't really matter anymore. I'm just taking stock of what I got. So 2 energy sub-tanks, a weapon sub-tank, 7 life ups. I'm not sure how many of those are heart tanks and how many. Actually, I can check. With my notes, I can check. 1, 2, 3. 3 of those are life up. 3 of those are life ups from the parts. And so that means 4 of them are heart tanks. Not bad, not bad. It's throwing me off to see the A button thing there. Emergency! Dynamo has come back here to attack. What on earth does he want? Well, it doesn't matter. We have to fight him. Yes. After you defeat 6, you'll have to fight him again, which is why if you want to get all 8 parts that you cannot get a try with both weapons, because this will still lower your time. I haven't got anything new. This will still lower your time. So you don't have time to do all 4 of each and both of his fights, because that's 10 hours and you only have 9 to get 100%. But Zero can. Zero has enough time to, because for him, it only has to be 11 hours. So you just barely have enough time to get 2 tries. There are reasons to do the 4th armor after having the Falcon armor, but I really like the Falcon armor, so it's just kind of what I do from then on. Dynamo, he gets another introduction. This fight is a bit more difficult. It's still not too bad, though. And he is weak to the weapon we just got. What's it called? The Wing Spiral. Nice to see you again. Did you miss me? Stop pestering me, Dynamo. What do you want? Told you I want to disturb you. That is my mission. It may not seem it, but this is my job. And since you guys are always so serious, I'm a little serious too this time, okay? Ready to die? Damn, bro. Ow. It's best to dodge when he does the jump by going toward him. When he does that, he will do those. And they'll go in the pattern of every other spot. And then where you are. and then where he is. Your half and his half. Make sense? It'll be clear once he does it again. He's weak to the Pegasus Wing, but I just recommend using the Falcon Armor. I think it's easier, and it barrels through his defense. So, like, it's really not too bad. He'll do that. He won't attack where you are, I think. It'll be the alternate spots that don't target you. So just, no, I'm wrong. It's just random. Then do that. Just like that. He's not much of an issue. I'm curious what that background is. Is that Hunter Base? I think so, because I think it says Dynamo's at Hunter Base. So, you are strong. I fought seriously this time anyway. I'd need 9 lives if I stuck with you. So I'll leave. No more games. You should think about your future too, or you'll die someday. I'm getting out of here, because I don't want to die right now. Adios. Dynamo. Yeah, he flees. He's still not dead. Which is rare. It's rare for an enemy to survive, at least in the X series. X is pretty brutal, and so is Zero. Energy up, Antivirus Guard. I'm not going to equip Antivirus Guard. It's not good enough when you only get 2 slots. All of X's armors get exactly 2 slots for parts, which is the main reason why playing as X by himself is still advantageous, or it can be depending on what moveset you want to do. What part set, I guess. But, alright, we're going to go ahead and move on to, yeah, Burn Dinorex. That's not instructions. Most of these are, like, commands. This is just Red Hot World! Well, let's go. Burn Dinorex, also called Matrex. And I'm trying to think... No. I believe Burn Dinorex is basically a literal translation of his Japanese name. This is the dangerous lava area. I don't need to read that. Did it say you do know? I think it said you do not. I just couldn't tell because of the background. These dragon heads will shoot fire, but if you move quickly, you generally won't give them a chance to. Although I want these, so. I don't think... They do a lot of damage, so be careful and do your best to avoid the fire. What was that much damage? That's not near as bad as I thought it was. I'm probably thinking of playing as Zero, because he takes more damage. Because just like X4, I generally play as Zero in this game. Oh, my neck hurts. I'm doing more recording at once than normal today. Here. What you gotta do here is another line. Yes, lava will come and burn you. Go straight down here. No, not there. Down below. Oh, get the heart tank. I'm not going to make it back in time, but that's fine. Oh, maybe I will. Go before the next lava comes. Quick. I think it does reset it when you hit that dialogue. Can you see the rock over there? Temperature is lower than the other side of the rock. If you take advantage of the... Whatever. Yeah, if you stay... Oh, not quite. You can see the safe zone there. It's pretty obvious. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to get over here. It just is that secret down there that I wanted to get first. I appreciate how very clear the safe zones are here. Of course, the first time you see that, you might not be down there. Oof, that was a little close for my liking. And if you're not next to a safe zone, you won't see. You'd be like, okay. That was also close. I don't think I had very many frames of safety there before I left. You can still go a little bit while the lava effect's still on screen. It might be as soon as it starts to die down you can go, but I'm not certain, and I would recommend caution. But just being careful is all you need for this part. Oh, I forget that I can't air dash, and it's throwing me off. I am very used to air dashing. This is the only armor... I was gonna say it's the only armor in the game that doesn't let you air dash, but I don't think that's true. I don't think you can air dash with the Gaia armor either. Not certain though. Oof, you could be a bit ballsy here, but I don't recommend it. Oh! That was damn. Oh, the checkpoint's all the way back here. I am gonna cut back to there, because this is a bit slow for that. Okay, I wanted to test that. You are invincible while using the Giga Attack, but I don't think it's long enough to use it to survive. If you're in a bad spot, it's probably worth trying, but I don't think it's reliable for that. If it's even possible. Oh! You can crouch in this spot, by the way. I think you have to crouch or you'll die. I'm not going to test it right now, because I'm scared of that. Oh, break the wall and go through, jeez. Okay, now this second half has a branching path, which might actually be part of why I was thinking there was like a more substantial branching path than there was in Magma Dragoon stage. But no, there isn't really there, but there is here. You can either take the right armor and go in the lava, which I'll do as 0, or you can fly up here. Which, for X, that's what I recommend. They lead to the same place. Seems you can break the rock in front of you. Fs look like Ts. Destroy it so you can move on. Oh! Be careful, because, yeah, I didn't mention it, but that lava is insta-kill. Including when you're in the right armor. So if you take enough... Shit. Even if you have iframes, you still die in one shot. It's like spikes in Mega Man 1. The right armor makes you immune to the lava, including when you're underneath it. The invincibility from the flight also doesn't work on it. But even in the lava, even when you're in the lava, it's still one insta-kill. So if you take enough damage that the right armor gets destroyed, you're dead. You have to make it out of the lava before that. Careful to fly there. Trying to just dash in there will likely get you hit on the wall, and you'll fall in the lava, like I did the first time. That's another spot where I'd recommend actually flying, but... The upper path has a mini-boss. Not only does he chase you, I realized I didn't comment that he was, he chases you through it, and you fight him at the end. But he's not too bad. I think he might have a specific weakness, but it might be the wing spiral. In which case I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm honestly not sure. And God, he takes forever, so I'm gonna try. Try the Goo Shaver. Yeah, totally. He's weak to the Goo Shaver. I wonder if I just... Oh, I can't charge it. That's right. I wonder if a charge shot would kill him in one shot. Ooh. That was dangerous. Despite this door, this is not a checkpoint. If you die here, you will still go all the way back to before that mini-boss. That is an actual door. Go over here first. What? Oh, this is after. There's... I am confused right now. What? I thought... Okay, Jesus, I don't know why that didn't spawn before. What? This is the program for the ARM part of the Gaia armor. Analyze and upload the data, blah blah blah. With the ARM parts equipped, you can attack with the Gaia shot. While the range of the Gaia shot is short, it's powerful and it can neutralize the enemy's energy bullets. Also, you can break a certain brick. You can break a certain brick. Great description there, Dr. Light. It's the blocks that we saw in Shining Firefly stage that I said we couldn't do anything about. They were stacked on top of spikes. It can break those. It's weird that didn't spawn the first time, though. And here is Burn Dino Rex, another big sprite that I really like. Maverick Hunter, the ones who bring death to the Reploids. So you came here to finish me? How is that an F? Just look at that. Whatever. Well, I'm ready to fight anytime. Soon the Earth will be destroyed. There's nothing to do but fight now. to the death. I think the dialogue is different if you haven't already destroyed the colony. Yeah, Wing Spirals is... which is hard to use on him with X. Zero's move is easier to hit him with a little bit. No, it's notably easier. You don't have air dash. Because you do like a little shitty Shoryuken, how I think of it. Do a little thing. Look at that. That's so dumb. It's good if he's above you, like he might do right now. No. Otherwise, you have to be diagonally down from him. Yeah, like this. This is what I meant by above you. I was going to latch to the other side. Ow! Man, I'm not doing very well here. Oh, this is not great. I'm going to use that sub-tank. You can use Flight for its iframes. Damn, man. Also going to use this. It's some pretty good damage. It's not... also unequips your thing. I don't know if the Giga Attack or the Falcon Armor has a name. If it does, I don't know what it is, because I don't think this game says it anywhere. But it's pretty good. It does those little bolts across the screen. It's random. Like, it really depends on the enemy's pattern as to how well it'll hit him. I love that face he's got. It's like, oh! I haven't really commented much on the like wallpapers for each game, but I like this one. It's like a lot of them, it's just sort of characters on the side. But I like Cygnus and Aelia on the left, and Sigma and Dynamo on the right. You got DNA data. Yeah, we did. Now, the Life Energy Plus for Burn Dynarex gives you Speed Shot, which increases Buster projectile speed. And Energy Plus gives you Buster Plus, which increases your base Buster shot damage by 1. I recommend that for Mega Man X, and the Speed Shot for Zero. Speed Shot's terrible for Zero, but they're both terrible for Zero. So I recommend just getting a life up for him. With my recommendations, by the way, X gets 4 life ups and 4 weapon ups, while Zero gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energy ups, 5 weapon energy ups, and 3 life ups. As you might be able to tell, a bunch of the parts aren't super useful. Zero gets better ones than X does, honestly. But so if you want to just prioritize boosting life or weapon energy, that's totally justifiable. We found the booster engine, but I'm afraid we no longer need it. Evacuate before you're sucked into the lava. Sucked? Why would he be sucked into the lava? That's strange. Okay. But alright, that's where we'll end this video here. And in the next video, we'll do Spike Rose Red, some cleanup, and start the Sigma stages. So, I'll see you guys then.